just want to get a thumbnail. Why do I drop everything? I'm just gonna become a booktuber now. I guess that's what I'm doing. Hello my sweet friends, welcome back. Today we're gonna be doing something a little bit different. I'm gonna be talking about books instead of writing this time. But I feel like they kind of fall under the same vein, so you know. So I am not a booktuber, I don't make videos about books, and I don't really watch any book videos really. I usually focus on writing since that is mostly what I do. I do read tons though. I love reading, that's something I've always done. I just don't like talk about it. So I recently went to Barnes & Noble and I picked up some books that I've been wanting to read, and I also, about a week ago, since I am living in my parents' old house, they don't live here anymore, but I'm living here, I found tons of boxes in the attic filled with books that I didn't know we had. And so I kind of went through some of them. There's still tons I haven't looked through, but I got some, or like I brought some down that I have been wanting to read for so very long, and I'm so excited about it. And so with all these recent new additions to my very small book collection, I do own more books than this. I usually get them on my Kindle though, which is why I don't talk about books that often, because they're all on my Kindle, or I just go to the library. So this is kind of like a big deal to me because I don't buy tons of physical copies of books. I don't really keep up with books, and I know this sounds counterintuitive because I do read tons, but I don't really like keep up with new things. I don't really know what the new books are. I don't keep up with that sort of thing, like new authors and new books. I don't know about that stuff. So these are just gonna be things that I've been wanting to read for a while. There are a few that I think are new, or at least like popular now, kind of, maybe, but some of these are like 20, 30 years old, and I just have never read them, and I want to. So some of them aren't exciting, some of them are exciting if you're into newer books. Regardless, I just wanted to make a video because I have all these new books now, and I wanted to like talk about them and what I want to read, and I'm excited about it. So I guess I'm going to start with the exciting stuff because some of these just, I guess, aren't really exciting because I don't really keep up with this stuff. So I'll start with the like newer books that I bought like at Barnes & Noble, and I think one's from Target, so they're like the current stuff, you know? First we have The Woman in the Window by A.J. This sticker's in the way, A.J. Finn. And I've heard about this for a few months. I think it's relatively new, maybe? I really don't know. It says soon to be a major motion picture, so probably not. I should actually probably check. I only heard about it like a few months ago. I think I saw something about it on Goodreads and I was like, that sounds really cool and I really want to read it. 2018, so pretty new. So this is something I've had my eye on for a few months and I've been wanting to read it. What do y'all do in these book videos? Y'all like read it? Like what do y'all talk about? I don't know. I just wanted to, I literally have never seen like a booktube video, like the TBR videos. I just see the thumbnails, but I don't watch them. Well, oh no. I hate when this happens. This page is like bent inside. Wait, what? This paper was cut wrong. Look at this. Hold on, this light is not good. This is not bent, like this is straight up how this is cut. I've never seen that before. That's really weird. Anyway, so yeah, I've been wanting to read this for a while. And it's basically about this woman who has like agoraphobia and she stays at home all day. And then I think she like witnesses a murder or something and her neighbors. But it sounds really cool. I think it's like a thriller sort of suspense thing. Sounds really interesting, and I'm excited. I didn't know they were making a movie about it, so that's kind of fun. But yeah, The Woman in the Window. Next is this one. I don't know when this came out. I don't know if this is one of the newer ones. So 2013. Okay, so this one's a little bit older. Why is this camera so low? Oh, it's because my tripod's falling. I got this one at Barnes & Noble. It is called My Grandmother Asked Me to Tell You She's Sorry by Frederick Backman. And it looks super cute. It looks like more like a sort of dramatic feel-good movie. Not feel-good, but like, you know what I mean? Like that feeling where it's like very emotional and stuff. It's about this 7-year-old girl, and I think it's written like in her perspective. Or I guess not perspective, it's third person, but It's a 7-year-old girl, and her grandmother dies, and her like grandmother leaves behind like tons of like letters and stuff, and so she like follows the letters or something. I'm just gonna like read I'm gonna read this little middle paragraph. When Elsa's grandmother dies and leaves behind a series of letters apologizing to people she has wronged, Elsa's greatest adventure begins. Her grandmother's instructions lead her to an apartment building full of misfits, monsters, attack dogs, and old crones, but also to the truth about fairy tales and kingdoms and a grandmother like no other. So it's supposed to be kind of like funny, feel good, sweet, emotional, and I'm excited to read it. This wasn't, I had never heard of this. And when I went to Barnes & Noble, I didn't really have like any books in mind that I wanted to get, but I saw this and it looked kind of cute, and I think Gavin showed me it actually, and he was like, this sounds really good, this sounds like something you would really like, and it did, so I got it. So yeah, this one is My Grandmother Asked Me to Tell You She Is Sorry. There is a fly flying around me. I've had this one fly flying around my room. It's probably like the past 3 videos probably it's been here, and it won't go away. And I thought they were supposed to have very short lifespans, so I don't know why it's still alive. I'm just kind of waiting for it to die, but it's taking forever. And then this, I think, is basically the last, like, new one, I guess. I have seen this book, like, at Target and Barnes & Noble and stuff. Like, I've always seen it on the shelves. And I never picked it up, I never read it, but I remember thinking the cover is so cute, and it just looks something that I would like. It was published in 2019. Yes, this is a new one. Awesome. Okay, so yeah, I've always seen it, never picked it up, never read the back cover or anything, but I was like, that looks cute. It looks like something I would like. The Unhung Mooners by Christina Lauren. I don't know why this lighting is so bad, but that is what it looks like. And I always just thought it was so pretty and cute, and I wanted to read it. So I went to Barnes & Noble, they had it, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna pick it up and finally know like what it's about. And it sounds exactly like something I would like. This sounds like a great, like, enemies to lovers, sharing a bed trope, like, fanfic. And I'm all about it. It's basically about this girl goes to her sister's wedding, and apparently, like, one of the groomsmen is, like, her arch nemesis, and they hate each other, but then everyone in the wedding party gets sick, but there is, like, a free honeymoon that the bride and groom won, but they were too sick to go, so then the bride's sister, who's the main character, and one of the groomsmen, who's the main character's, like, nemesis or whatever, they go on the honeymoon together, and they hate each other, but they're learning to get along, or something like that. You know, that sort of thing? And I'm all about it. I am all about that. So I'm excited. I'm excited. I love, like, enemies to lovers, like, love stories. I was really pumped when I, like, read the back, and I was like, oh my gosh, it sounds exactly like what I would love. And it's just supposed to be, like, a funny, like, adventure sort of book. I'm so excited to read this, man. So yeah, this one is The Unhung Mooners by Christina Lauren. Do you see this fly? Go away. Okay, and he always just hangs out around me. And, like, nowhere else. Just follow me around. He'll follow me from the kitchen back to my room. He'll come outside with me and then come back inside with me. And, like, I'm not looking for a new pet. I guess I'll accept it, but I want it to die soon. I'm talking about the fly, by the way. So when I went to Barnes & Noble the other day, I bought these 2 books. And the cashier was like, oh, with a purchase of a romance novel, which I suppose this one is, you get, I'm just dropping everything today, you get a free romance novel. And so I got this for free. It is called Primary Suspect by Laura Scott, and I think it's one of those, like, really cheesy, like, romance novels that, like, 40, 50-year-old women read. When fire investigator Mitch Callahan is attacked at a crime scene, he's shocked to uncover the body of his slain ex-girlfriend and realize someone's framing him for murder. Widowed ER nurse Dana Petrie believes Mitch is innocent, but to help him she must risk everything as they run from a ruthless killer. Their only chance at survival means uncovering the secrets to an unknown enemy would do anything to keep buried. It just sounds like one of those, like, kind of like a soap opera if this was a TV show, you know what I mean? So, we'll see. We'll think about it. I'm always down for a good romance novel. So those are all my, like, newer, exciting things. The rest are old stories. These three are things that I found in the attic that my parents had that I didn't know we had. So they're like new to me, but they're not new books at all. They're just things that I've always wanted to read, never knew we had it. Now I have it and it's new for me, so I'm talking about it. This one is The Nazi Officer's Wife by Edith Hahn Beer, and this is like a true story. The author is the main character. It's kind of like an autobiography. So yeah, this came out a long time ago. This came out in 1999. So old story. It's something I've always kind of wanted to read. I didn't know we had it, and so now that I have it, I'm excited. It's just one of those like stories about the Holocaust and Nazis and surviving, that sort of thing. So I'm excited about that because I'm very interested in stuff like this. The last two books that I have are by the same author, and everyone knows, again, none of these are new, but I have been wanting to read them. For one, this one I've been wanting to read for a very long time, but I didn't know we had it. Under the Dome, Stephen King. Always wanted to read this. I did not know we owned it, and every time I went to the library looking for this book, they never had it in stock. It was always checked out. So, I'm excited about this one a lot. I have read one Stephen King novel. It was 11/22/63. Incredible book. One of my favorites. It's an amazing book. Huge fan of it. And so, this one's not horror, but I'm not a horror person. I don't like horror. I'm a big fat baby. I get scared super easily, which is why I don't normally read Stephen King, but I really wanted to read this one. And look at the cover. Like, it's so pretty. It's about like a city, and this big like invisible dome thing goes over the city one day. And I honestly don't even know the rest of what it's about, but it always sounded so cool to me. So I'm excited to read this one. This one came out in 2009. The second one is also a Stephen King novel. It is horror, and it's... Why? How long do flies live? It's been like a week. Oh, I'm about to kill it. I'm about to just... So this book, everyone's talking about it right now. Well, they're talking about the movie. It's It. It's It. So good. Yeah, don't like horror, don't like scary things at all, but I figured if it's a book, it's not gonna be as scary. That's my mindset anyway, but everyone's like, oh, it's terrifying. Even the book, just reading the book. Because in my head, I'm like, well, I feel like a book can't really be like terrifying in the same way as a movie, and I'm sure it's not, but everyone's like, it's so scary. So, we're gonna try to read it. I'm gonna keep y'all updated on this one because I've never read it. I've never seen it. I've told this story before, but I'm gonna tell it again. So right now the second one's out and everyone's talking about it, but in 2017 when the first one came out, or like the first remake of the movie came out, I went and saw it with Gavin. I tried to watch it. We got about 30 minutes in, and I was, the whole time, I was complete panic mode, super anxious. I get really scared and panic easily, and I started having a panic attack 30 minutes in, like a real panic attack, which I have I mean, I haven't had one in a while, but it's something that happens to me, and I start having a panic attack and I start crying in the middle of the theater, and I really tried to stay, like sit and stay, and Gavin was whispering, he's like, we can leave, and I just got up to go to the bathroom and like calm down, and then Gavin came out and joined me, and then we left. So I only got 30 minutes into that movie, and then he went and saw it by himself another day, and he really liked it because he's not a baby. And so he saw the second one, he said it's really good, but yeah. So we're gonna see how that goes. I don't know much about it, except apparently it's like super sexual at the end or something. I don't know, but I'm excited, even if I'm also terrified. So those are all the books that I have currently on my little list of things to read. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see y'all in my next video.